Hey there, welcome to our video copy Q&A. I am in bed. This is where I do a lot of my writing in the morning. I want to share with you a question I got from someone regarding summer school, our new program that starts June 3rd. And it says, Lisa, I'm wondering, I've taken some of your other courses, and is summer school the same? Is it just an extension of that? Great question. So glad you asked. Let me tell you kind of my philosophy about summer school. Summer school is a way for you to start to think about your direct sales business in a completely different way. One of the things that I found with my years in direct sales is that most direct sales companies set up incentives, whether it's trips, free product, your title, what your rank is, cash awards, all those kinds of things, but they set these up in order to reward you for doing those things that they think are important. What they've done is kind of determined what do we need our demonstrators or our consultants to do, and now we're going to set the path and reward them along the way for doing the things that are good for our business. It makes perfect sense. I have some issues with it though when it comes to how we use those things to motivate us in our daily business. And what I'm talking about is, to me, it creates a competition. I'm in competition with other demonstrators or other consultants for these awards, for these incentives, where I rank, all of that. And not only do I have to do well, but I have to do better than you. And what it leads people to thinking is that there's only so much success to go around. And what I call that is that scarcity mentality. I don't want to share anything because I'm afraid that if I give you some of my tips or hints or tricks or tools of the trade or whatever you want to call them, and you're successful with them, well then where does that put me? There's only so much room at the top. And so what we do is we end up doing some things that are either A, bad for our business because we're so focused on earning these incentives and these kind of carrots that they've dangled in front of us that sometimes we do things that aren't good for business. We give up profitability in order to win these accolades. And the other thing is it makes us very competitive with each other. It makes us think that we can't share that it creates a culture of competition that doesn't necessarily need to be there. Those people who do well in direct sales are competitive enough. We don't need any more of that. And the reason that we're doing this is because we're focused on a very limited idea of success. And what I want you to do is I want you to take that thinking and I want you to turn it. And I want you to focus on the two things that direct sales is really about when it comes to building a lifestyle: flexibility and profitability. Direct sales really will allow you to live the life of your dreams because they provide the two most important things that we as human beings want. Flexibility to do what we want, when we want, how we want, and profitability, the money to do it. And so what happens is when we focus on success as those two things, the competition stops. And what we realize is that you can be successful and I can be successful. There's room for everyone to succeed. And that's a mentality of abundance. And what it does is it creates in us a willingness to share, a willingness to collaborate, a willingness to give our very best to each other, because I can succeed and you can succeed. You don't diminish me and I don't diminish you. And I think that's a huge, huge mind shift. So that's one thing. But to take it a step further about how we focus on this is I want you to look at your life, and one of the things that I tell my clients is you need to dream bigger. Direct sales can answer your biggest dreams, your biggest prayers, if you use it correctly. And what I mean by that is that I think we're all put on this earth for a bigger purpose. You were put here to achieve some really, really great things, and I think direct sales can get you there. Because flexibility is so important so that we can spend our time doing things that are meaningful to us and really important and speak to our soul. And let's face it, profitability, money allows us to do things that are important to us. And the things that are important to you, it could be paying your mortgage, it could be sending your children to college, it could be saving for retirement. And even beyond ourselves, we all have things that are very, very near and dear to us. For me, one of the things that's important is providing scholarships for children to go to sports camps, because I think that sports can change your life. I think it's where we can learn a lot of really great life lessons, and it opens our eyes. For some people, I know the Humane Society is near and dear to them. What would you be able to do there if you had more time and you had more money? Whether it's breast cancer research or Down syndrome or all of the other things that we find people struggling with, if you were able to have more time and more money, how could you make a difference? I'm not saying you're not making a difference now, but I want you to think on a bigger, grander scale. Money isn't a dirty word. I think sometimes in direct sales we've been taught, or we have this feeling that I should love my product so much, I'd do this for free. Well, you know what? You can love your product a ton, but you can also be a smart business person. And when you combine those things, you will have an incredible business. So this is what summer school is about. It's not just a rehash of things that I've already taught, although there are some basics, and basics are important. But what it is it's getting to you to look at your business in a different way. Define success for yourself in a different way. And I want to help you dream bigger. I want to help you accomplish things that are kind of just stuck in the back of your head and maybe you've never really voiced to anyone. We're going to get you there. It's an 8-week course that I promise you will not only change your business, but it will change your life, it will change your dreams, and you will be so happy you did it. So I hope that you join us for summer school. I know it's going to be a great time, and it'll make a difference for you. Thanks so much for listening. We'll check you later for our next video Q&A.